Hello friends, let's see the second poem, Indian Weavers. Weavers means the person who weaves the cloth. You are seeing the picture of weaver here on the screen. This person is weaving different threads and is making a cloth. Here, poetess is especially talking about the Indian weavers. Poetess says weavers are the artisans and artisans are also called a craftsman. So, in that sense, these weavers are creators, creators of something new or creators of goods. And here, poetess observed Indian weavers very closely. When she observed the beautiful cloth made by Indian weavers, imagination in her mind starts flowing up. And she has woven a cloth of life in her mind, in her imagination. And that imagination is described in this poem, Indian Weavers. Let us say, as the Indian weavers in are weaving number of threads, the same way poetess is weaving number of events of life by using significant colors, even the significant mythology and the significant stages of life. Here poetess weaves three main stages of life. First stage is birth stage. Second is young age, that is adulthood. And the last stage of life is death, or we can say old age. Old age is always on the verge of death. So, birth means Brahma, life or young age means Vishnu, and the last death means Shiva. So, this is the mythological reference we are getting in this poem. The same time, color beauty also is used very attractively, very beautifully by the poetess. When there is a birth of baby, the baby is very innocent. So the blue color is mentioned there. And the time of the day is break of day, means the beginning of the day. The same way baby is the beginning of life. Then second stage is the young age of life. Here the time mentioned by the poetess is evening time. Evening means what? Where the day ends and the night starts. So this is the unity of two different stages of the nature. The same way in the young age there is a marriage of the youngs, and there is a meeting of two different minds, pure meeting of two different minds, like the evening in the nature. So in that sense, that stage is painted here, and here the colors are used by the poetess. These are purple and green color, which are very dark, enthusiastic, because life has flowered completely in the young age. And the last stage is the death, or we can poetess has used a white color here, and poetess used the word that is shroud. Shroud means the cover which is used for the dead person, and the time used by the poetess, that is chill moonlight. Chill moonlight means one will become very silent here. So very beautifully, poetess has woven three different stages, three different colors, and three different mythological references and the times of day. So let us enjoy the poem. But before enjoying the poem, we will see the key points of this poem. Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu. She is a political activist, a feminist, first woman president of the Indian National Congress, active participation in India's struggle. She is called Nightingale of India. She is the governor of United Provinces in 1947. This poem is very simple outwardly, but absorbs the reader's mind in depth. Artisans means weavers are creators according to poetess. Poetess weaves the cloth of life, and whatever threads she has used, that threads are given here. Let us see, the first thread is three types of garment, means garment for baby, garment of the bridal's veil, and the garment for the dead body. Then the second thread of life, that is three major events of life. Birth means Brahma, then adulthood, we can say here life means Vishnu, and the last event of the life is death, that is Shiva. Then the third major thread of life's cloth is the time, three times of the day. Daybreak for the newborn baby, evening for the young age or adulthood, and chill moonlight for the death. Then significant colors are used by the poetess here, and these significant colors make the stages of life very lively. Then picture imaginary used by the poetess presents a very lively nature in our mind. So let us see the actual poem. First we will see the introductory part about the poet and the poem. Sarojini Naidu, the period is 1879 to 1949, was a political activist, feminist, and the first Indian woman who became the president of Indian National Congress. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a poet earned her the sobriquet of Nightingale of India. Sobriquet means nickname, ज्याला आपण टोपण नाव म्हणतो. Later, she becomes the governor of the United Provinces in 1947, becoming the first woman to hold the office of the governor in independent India. Now about the poem in brief. Indian Weavers is a short poem where the poet talks about three types of garment that the weavers weave at three particular times of a day. Each stanza of the poem represents the three important events of human life: birth, that is childhood, adulthood means young, and death, that is old age. The colors mentioned in the stanzas are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. I think already I have explained all these things while explaining the title. Now let us see the actual poem. It is very small poem giving a deep knowledge. Let us see the first stanza, Indian Weavers. Look at the picture. Picture will tells you the gist of the first stanza. Weavers weaving at break of a day. See, you are looking at the break of day. There is a picture of break of day. Weavers weaving at break of day. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of halcyon white, we weave the robes of a newborn child. Weavers weaving at break of day. Weavers are weaving at the break of day means early in the morning. This is the time of the beginning of the day. And at that time, what are they weaving? They are weaving the cloth for the beginners of life means baby. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Why are you? Poetess is making a question to the weavers that why are you weaving this garment so happily? This garment is very nice, very beautiful. So why are you weaving this garment so happily? Because this the early stage of life indicate hope, optimism, and that's why weavers are weaving the garment very happily. There is a hope in their mind. And what color of the garment is there? It is blue as the wing of Halcyon wild. Halcyon bird means kingfisher. So, weaver is weaving blue colored cloth and it is compared to the Halcyon wild, Halcyon bird. We weave the robes of a newborn child. Robes means cloth. Weavers are answering to the poetess Sarojini Naidu that we are weaving the robes, we are weaving the clothes for a newborn child, for a newborn baby. Look at the picture, small baby is there. Baby means hope. Halcyon bird, that is kingfisher, blue colored, which indicate innocence. And the break of day means the beginning of life, beginning of the day. So how nicely poetess has intertwined all these, intertwined the stage of life, the color and the time of the day. So have you enjoyed? Really very nice. Now I will explain it in Marathi briefly. Weavers म्हणजे विणकर अगदी सूर्योदयाच्याही अगोदर आपलं विणण्याचं काम करतायत. ब्रेक ऑफ डे म्हणजे अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, सूर्यास्ताच्या पण अगोदरचा पिरियड. त्यावेळी पोएटेस विवर्सला क्वेश्चन करतायत की व्हाय डू यू वीव अ गारमेंट सो गे? हे सुंदर वस्त्र इतक्या आनंदाने तुम्ही कसं काय बरं आणि का बरं विणताय? काय उद्देश आहे? कोणतं एम आहे? कोणत्या एका ऊर्जेने किंवा एनर्जीने तुम्ही हे विणतायत? त्यावेळी व्ह्यूवर्स खूप सुंदर उत्तर देतात. ते म्हणतात की ब्ल्यू ॲज द विंग ऑफ हॅल्सियन वाईल्ड. मी हे जे वस्त्र विणतोय ते निळ्या रंगाचं आहे, जो एक इनोसन्स म्हणजे निष्पाप भाव व्यक्त करतोय. कारण हे जे रोब्स आहे, हे जे वस्त्र आहे, ते आम्ही छोट्याशा न्यूबॉर्न बेबीसाठी विणतोय. आणि बेबी म्हणजे एक आशेचं प्रतीक आहे. आणि ही एक प्रकारची क्रिएशन इथे व्हीवर्स आणि कवयित्रीसुद्धा आपल्यासमोर खूप छान पद्धतीने जीवनाचं वस्त्र विणत आपल्यासमोर मांडलेली आहे. लेट अस सी द सेकंड स्टॅन्झा. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. Let us see. There is a picture of evening time. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Fall of night means this is the beginning of night time. End of the day and beginning of the night time. It means there is unity, or we can say there is union of the end of the day and beginning of the night. The same way, when there is a time of marriage, let us see the picture. There is a picture of a bridal veil. Here weaver is weaving bridal's veil. So this is the moment. Evening times are very precious moments. These moments are very nicely captured by the poet, and she compared these moments with the bridal's veil, because significantly this is the period where the people are very happy like the peacock, And so the plumes of a peacock is mentioned here, and the colors are highlighted very nicely, very significantly. These colors are purple and green. You are looking the colors in that feather of a peacock. So, why do you weave a garment so bright? This bright colored, very bright color, shiny garment you are weaving, because this young age is the stage where life is fully bloomed. It is very bright, and so the garment is bright. Like the plumes of peacock, purple and green. So the dark colors are used here to make the veils of the bride. Purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. I am weaving the marriage veil for the queen. In Marathi, weavers तिन्ही संजेच्या वेळेला एक वस्त्र विणतायत, आणि ते वस्त्र कोणासाठी विणतायत तर नववधूसाठी. कारण नववधू म्हणजे दोन जीवांचं मिलन, आणि इथे निसर्गाचं सुद्धा एक मिलन असतं. कारण दिवसाची शेवट असतो आणि संध्याकाळची सुरुवात असते, तर एक प्रकारचं निसर्गाचं एक मिलन असतं. जसं मिलन या नववधूंच्या जीवनामध्ये असतं. त्यामुळे खूप सुंदर पद्धतीने कवयित्रीने या भावना इंटरट्वाईन केलेल्या आहेत, एकमेकामध्ये गुंफलेल्या आहेत, आणि त्याच्या जोडीला खूप सुंदर अशी रंगाची किनारसुद्धा दिलेली आहे. पहा, कारण हा आयुष्यातला खूप फुललेला असा कालावधी असतो. आपण पूर्णतः एनर्जेटिक स्टेजमध्ये असतो, आणि म्हणून मुद्दामहून डार्क कलर वापरलेले आहेत, की जो पर्पल आहे आणि ग्रीन आहे, आणि मोराचा पिसारा जो आपल्याला खूप मनाला मोहून टाकतो, आनंदून टाकतो. तर त्या अर्थाने या प्लम्स ऑफ पिकॉकचा इथे उल्लेख घेतलेला आहे. आणि इथे जो विवर वस्त्र विणतोय तो मॅरेज वेल्स म्हणजे नववधूचा घोंगट ते विणतायत. बघा किती सुंदर अशी रचना कवयित्रीने इथे आपल्यासमोर मांडलेली आहे. चला आपण थर्ड स्टँजाकडे जाऊयात. Weavers weaving, solemn and still, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. The last stage of life, that is death. Weavers weaving solemn and still. While weaving the cloth for the dead man, weaver is very serious and very silent, still, very serious. Poetess asks question to the weaver, why do you weave in the moonlight chill? Moonlight chill means at the time of chill moonlight, our consciousness become numb, blunt. When there is a death of our nearest one, our sensation also became numb, chill, and that's why the time mentioned is moonlight chill. Now, very significant color is used here, because always the dead person is covered in the white color, and white color means no emotions are there, blunt mind is there. White as a feather and white as a cloud. Here this stage is compared with two different things. Feather, there is a feather of the bird which is white, and white as a cloud. When there is no hope in the mind, the person will look at the sky which is very white. So in that sense the word cloud is used here. White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. We are weaving the dead man's funeral shroud. Shroud means cloth which is used to cover the dead body. Funeral ceremony, the last ceremony of the dead person, that is called a funeral ceremony. So very nicely intertwined all the colors, stage of life, and the time of the day. Really, Sarojini Naidu, the greatest poetist. I feel proud. Let us see in Marathi. Weavers weaving solemn and still. खूप गंभीरतेने आणि शांत राहून हा विणकर वस्त्र विणतायत आणि कवयित्री त्याला प्रश्न विचारतायत की इतक्या या गोठवणाऱ्या थंडीमध्ये, मूनलाईटमध्ये का बरं तू हे वस्त्र विणतोय? जिथं भावना गोठवून जातात माणसाच्या मनाच्या, त्यावेळी विवस आन्सर करतायत की व्हाईट ॲज फेदर अँड व्हाईट ॲज क्लाउड. मी पक्षाच्या पांढऱ्या फेदरसारखं, पिसासारखं आणि पांढऱ्या निरभ्र अशा आकाशासारखं मी हे वस्त्र विणतोय. कारण पांढऱ्या आकाशामध्ये एकही होप नसते. जसं शेतकऱ्याला जेव्हा पाऊस पडत नसतो तेव्हा वर आकाश एकदम पांढरं होतं आणि शेतकरी एकदम निराश होऊन जातो. तसंच आपल्या जिवलग ज्यावेळी देह सोडतात त्यावेळी आपल्या मनाची अवस्था पण अशाच व्हाईट क्लाउडसारखी असते. आणि म्हणून व्हाईट क्लाउड इथे मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. आणि या वेळेला विणकर जे वस्त्र विणतोय तो डेड पर्सनसाठी, मृत व्यक्तीला गुंडाळण्यासाठी जी पांढरं वस्त्र असतं ते वस्त्र इथं विणतोय. आणि म्हणूनच हा एक शून्यात गेलेला सूर किंवा एकदम शांत गंभीर असा सूर कवयित्रीने इथे खूप छान साधलेला आहे. आणि संपूर्ण कवितेमध्ये खूप छान राईम स्किलसुद्धा घेतलेली आहे. कारण हे इंटरट्वाइंड ऑफ व्हेरियस वेव्ज आहे, इंटरट्वाइंड ऑफ वेव्ज थ्रेड्स आहे. आणि जर मग हे इंटरट्वाइंड असेल म्हणजे विविंग असेल आणि तिथं गेयता नसेल तर मग कवितेची स्ट्रक्चरच कुठेतरी गडबड होऊन जाईल. आणि म्हणून किती सुंदर बघा, किती छान कौशल्य आपल्याला या सरोजिनी नायडूंचं दिसतं आहे की त्याला गेयता ही तितकीच सुंदर दिलेली आहे. कारण ती गेयता नसेल तर वस्त्र असं सुंदर बनेल का आपल्या आयुष्याचं? तर जीवनाचं हे जे बिटर ट्रूथ आहे, कटू सत्य आहे, ते अप्रत्यक्षरित्या कवयित्रीने इथे खूप छान सोप्या शब्दात आणि हलक्या फुलक्या रचनेनं मांडलेलं आहे. मला वाटतं तुम्हाला कविता समजली असेल. थँक्यू. लेट्स एन्जॉय अँड रीड इट 2 times at your home.